Ah, the political stage. Where else can one find a spectacle as riveting, nay, as Shakespearean, as the U.S. Senate's budget resolution drama? Today, our spotlight falls on the indomitable Senator Lindsey Graham, a man who knows how to make a financial statement sing. Wielding his budgetary baton, Graham is unveiling a magnificent plan that is sure to bring tears of joy to any fiscally conservative heart and perhaps a few beads of sweat to those pesky Democrats. In a move that could be seen as a modern-day miracle, the Senate has edged closer to passing a budget reconciliation resolution that could finally check off several items on President Donald Trump's wish list. Yes, you heard correctly, folks. Trump, the maestro of Mar-a-Lago and the kingpin of conservative charisma, is poised to score another victory. This latest development could be considered nothing short of a political opera, with crescendos so high they might just poke a hole in the bloated Washington sky. Now for the pièce de résistance, the debt ceiling. It appears the Senate amendment includes a modest proposal to raise the debt ceiling by a mere $5 trillion. Just pocket change, really, in the grand scheme of things. This modest hike has been a long-standing request from Trump, a man who knows that true art requires a grand canvas. And what grander canvas than America's credit limit? The looming specter of an economic default has been hanging over the Republicans like a family member overstaying their welcome during the holidays. But fear not. With this amendment, they may just avoid having to pass the hat around the Senate floor. The Republicans, in their infinite wisdom, have decided that including the debt ceiling in reconciliation would prevent Democrats from wielding it as a bargaining chip. It's a bit like deciding to take the ball home so the other kids can't play. In this case, however, it's a $5 trillion ball, and the kids are 100 senators in the Capitol. Moreover, the amendment allows for the debt ceiling vote to be an entirely separate affair should the so-called X date arrive sooner than expected. This X date sounds rather ominous, doesn't it? Like the day your credit card bill arrives and you realize you can't afford all those avocado toasts. Republicans are certainly hoping to avoid any financial indigestion by separating out this vote. As if that weren't enough to get the conservative confetti flying, the reconciliation process itself is a marvel. By lowering the vote threshold from 60 to 51, Republicans can glide through the legislative express lane, bypassing those Democratic toll booths. It's like going to the front of the line at Disney World, but instead of Space Mountain, the reward is getting Trump's policies passed without delay. And in a move that's sure to have accountants everywhere doing a celebratory number crunch, the Senate is looking to make the Trump tax cuts permanent. Yes, the same tax cuts that have been as polarizing as pineapple on pizza. The Senate's approach of using a current policy baseline for budget projections is seen by some as the equivalent of switching from dial-up to fiber optics. Long overdue and infinitely more efficient. Senate Republicans have also cleverly sidestepped the need for a parliamentarian ruling, which could have presented complications. It's a bit like avoiding the in-laws at Thanksgiving. Sometimes it's just better for everyone involved. This amendment's release is the result of countless meetings between key players: President Trump, House leaders, Senate leaders, and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. One can only imagine the grandeur of these meetings, where titans of the Republican Party gather over coffee and donuts, plotting the future of American fiscal policy. It's like the Avengers, but with less spandex and more spreadsheets. Now, dear viewers, what do you make of this budget ballet? Is it a masterstroke of fiscal strategy, or just another episode in the never-ending political sitcom that is Washington, D.C.? We would love to hear your thoughts, so please share your opinions in the comments below. And while you're at it, why not hit that subscribe button? Join our growing community of sharp-witted political aficionados and keep up with all the latest news served with a side of satire. After all, who doesn't enjoy a good political roast? So as the curtain falls on this latest act of political theater, we leave you with this. In the world of Washington, where the stakes are high and the humor is dry, always expect the unexpected. Stay tuned, stay engaged, and remember, politics may be serious business, but that doesn't mean we can't have a little fun along the way.